Okay, everybody. So I appreciate those of you who have asked me some questions about Works Cited Page, and I did forget to go over that on Thursday, so I apologize. So I'm going to do a quick little video tutorial for you, and then we can talk about this in class tomorrow, Tuesday the 22nd. So first of all, here we are in the OED, and the word we have called up is extrovert, which one of your peers is working on. So the question is, right, I've written my paper, I'm in the process of polishing it, I realize that I have cited an external source, meaning I have cited the Oxford English Dictionary, so I know that because I learned this maybe in high school, I need to have a works cited page. And we are using the Modern Language Association's formatting style to do our works cited pages in this class. In other classes, you may use another formatting style like APA, and we can talk about some of the differences between them as you have questions about that. But for now, what we're going to do is just help make it as easy as possible. We're going to let the dictionary do the hard work for us, okay? In this case, you can go up here to the Cite button, right over here where it says Cite in the upper right-hand corner. We're going to click on that, and then we're going to look at the citation. We're going to preview it in MLA 8, Modern Language Association 8, okay, the most recent MLA. Now, we can actually export this into, if you're using any kind of reference tool like RefWorks or ProCite or whatever, but we can also just copy and paste this, and that's what we're going to do. We're going to take this entry here, we're going to highlight it, hit copy, and then close this window. Now, the next step is that we're going to open a Microsoft Word document. So let's go to a blank Microsoft Word document. I've just opened it. I like to view the headers and footers and make it easier on myself that way. So I can do that real quick if I want to. But you know what I'm going to do here is first start with labeling the works cited page the way it's supposed to be. Okay, so you need to write works cited. Except one quick thing. We don't have multiple works that we're citing in this essay. We actually just have one. So we're going to go back and we're going to take the S out. It'll be work cited, okay? Then this needs to go in the middle. So we're going to center it in Microsoft Word, okay? And then we're going to hit enter. And you see that we're already double spaced. But if we weren't double spaced, we would need to go to double space because your works cited page needs to be double spaced. Then we're going to align left by clicking that button, and we're just going to paste. Now when we paste this in, we notice a couple things. The font is not 12-point Times New Roman, which is the standard for academic writing, and it's also not coming in as double-spaced. So we're going to highlight everything. We're going to go up here and select Times New Roman. We'll select 12-point font, hit enter, and then we need to make sure that our text is right, so it's all black, which is good. And then we need to make sure we are double spaced, okay? Now the one other thing that we have to do is we realize that this particular line this entry has 2 lines, it covers 2 lines. In MLA citation, the second line of every entry in a works cited page has to be indented 1/2 inch. And not the first line. The first line has to be flush to the left. But the second line of each entry, or the third or fourth line, if it's a really long works cited entry, it has to be indented 1/2 inch. So we highlight this, and we go over here to what's called the hanging indent, and we grab only the bottom triangle, the triangle pointing up, and we're going to click it and drag it over 1/2 inch, right? There's 1 inch, this is 1/2 inch. And when you do, you'll see that that whole line gets dragged over 1/2 inch. Now, this should be the final page of our essay. It should have a page break between the end of the essay and this, right? So it starts on a new page. We can double check this by looking at the Purdue OWL or the Excelsior OWL, and I'll show you how to do that in class tomorrow. But this looks good, right? The purpose of a works cited page is to allow somebody else to find whatever it is that you are citing. Okay, so this would allow somebody to do that. They would know that they need to go to the Oxford English Dictionary online, that you're looking at this particular version of the word, the word that is both a noun and an adjective. They would know even the link to access it, okay? So all of this is looking good, ready to go, and that is how to create your Works Cited page, okay? For this particular assignment. Obviously, we've gone over some things that you may or may not need for other assignments. For example, you might not be citing a dictionary in your other assignments. You might be citing scholarly articles, and we'll talk more about how to cite those as well. Okay, but this is just the basics. Happy to take any questions in class, and thanks to those of you who let me know that this was a concern among you. I'm happy to know that. I apologize again for not going over it on Thursday. All right, see you soon.